Mix, chill, and serve. You get 2 quarts of fresh-tasting, low-fat milk and make a real savings on your milk bill. Carnation Instant Milk. Good for you and your budget, too.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, Almond Joy's got nuts, Peter Paul, Mounds don't.
Plus, now there's also a new Mounds with creamy rich milk chocolate.
What you're about to see is the world's most revolutionary telephone switching invention. We call it Super Switcher. It has almost no moving parts, yet handles 4 times more calls than its predecessor. It required an investment of $400 million, but should ultimately save $1 billion a year. And soon, every major American area will have one. Looks dull, eh?
Well, imagine that each of these cars is a long-distance call. This new invention can handle over 500,000 an hour. That's 5 days' traffic on a busy Los Angeles freeway. Super Switcher. It should go a long distance to prevent traffic jams on your long-distance calls.
The Bell System. People using technology to help keep down costs and improve service. Keeping your phone system the best in the world.
It's the first show of the new year, and the Captain and Tennille do it right. With their guests Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr., John Biner, Muhammad Ali, and Joe Namath. It's the new 1977 Captain and Tennille.
You are the apple of my eye, yeah. Forever you...
This is a cubic foot. There are 5 more of these inside the new Chevrolet than there are inside this year's older style full-size cars of Chevy's nearest sales competitor. That's based on U.S. government estimates of vehicle interior size as reported in the 1977 EPA Guide for New Car Buyers. The new Chevrolet with 5 more cubic feet of room. It stacks up beautifully. Now that's more like it.
Fellow Americans, stop dragging your feet. Wear kitties when you're going to go out on a date.
Look great.
But do you know your feet need a little love?
Kitty knows.
What an agonizing, enterprising, hard kind of day you spend working overtime. You.
Live it small.
You. When you shop, you need shoes for it all. To say comfort and style. If you're young at heart or young enough to remember, come to Kitty and explore. At the Great American, Great American, Great American Shoe Store.
What's behind the brand of hot dogs you buy? You know you're getting solid value with Oscar Mayer and quality trusted for generations. There's wholesome meat protein from solid cuts of meat. The only meat Oscar Mayer uses. U.S. government inspected. Oscar Mayer selected. Oscar Mayer wieners and beef franks in handy twin packs. The flavor's as good as the good meat itself. Oscar Mayer, America's #1.
When did you start baking from scratch?
It's not scratch, Mom. It's new Pillsbury Plus.
A yellow cake this firm could only be from scratch.
It's Pillsbury Plus.
A cake this moist could only be from scratch. A cake this rich could only be from scratch.
It's Pillsbury Plus. The plus is pudding. Pudding right in the mix to add that moistness.
Rich flavor. New Pillsbury Plus, huh? Looks like scratch has met its match.
Cut. Reload. That's a complicated-looking machine, isn't it? Funny thing is, a lot of people still think that taking home movies is that complicated, too. If that were true, believe me, I wouldn't take them. For instance, he's reloading the film. Let me show you how easy Kodak has made it for you and me with a Kodak Instamatic movie camera. You finish one roll of film, drop another one in, you're all set. How you doing, Charlie? Taking home movies couldn't be much easier than that, could it? You know, now is the time to start, too. When the kids are growing up, you're on your vacation, save the action and the color in movies. With Kodak projectors, movies are easy to show, too. And cameras start at less than $35. Actually, you know what Kodak does for you?
taste of martini. The most beautiful drink in the world is the bright one, the right one. It's martini. Anytime, any place, anywhere. There's a wonderful world you can share in the bright taste of the right one. That's martini.
Why are women so happy about new Tickle antiperspirant? Is it because Tickle is the first roll-on with a big, wide ball? Is it because Tickle comes in 4 fresh fragrances? Or is it because Tickle helps keep you dry all day? Make yourself happy. Staying drier is nicer with a little Tickle.
Gentlemen, ladies, welcome to General Foods. Today, we're proud to announce a breakthrough in coffee. We're introducing the Perfect Cup. At first, I'd like you all to taste this new product, and then I'd be happy to answer any questions. Yes.
It's rich. All right, how'd you do it?
We discovered a process that removes bitter taste. Ma'am.
What kind of process?
We found that roughness and bitter taste went out as we reduced the caffeine down to 50%.
50%? Explain why you went to 50.
Let me show you. Run the film, Mike.
Smoothness and richness take over when there's 50% less caffeine than regular coffee. The Perfect Cup.
As simple as it sounds, that's the breakthrough. And speaking of a breakthrough, let's have a coffee break.
Introducing the Perfect Cup. Once you taste this coffee, you'll have no questions.
Well, you really did it to yourself this time.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
Ah, those lovely bubbles. Bursting into action, instantly soothing your upset stomach and speeding relief to your aching head. Alka-Seltzer works fast.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Hello, young waffle lovers, wherever you are. Professor Goody here, high up in this bell tower. And just so that pesky waffle woofer won't follow me, I'm pulling all the ladders up behind me. There, safe at last. Now to pop a couple of delicious Aunt Jemima frozen waffles into my trusty toaster. So light, crisp, golden brown. Oh, I could hardly wait. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Waffle, 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 waffle. Sorry, Wallace. These Aunt Jemima waffles are just for me. Waffle, 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 waffle. Hey, now. Waffle. Wallace, please. Waffle, 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 waffle. Oh, very well, Wallace. Won't you join me? Waffle, waffle, waffle.
This is a waffle whiffer whiffing an Aunt Jemima waffle. You'll find them in your grocer's freezer. Is there a waffle whiffer at your house? Waffle?
Cost of living got you down.
Prices are so high, I take a ladder to go shopping.
Cost of living got you down.
Money used to burn a hole in my pocket. Now it isn't even there long enough to get warm.
There's one bargain left in town.
Campbell's Soups. Try chicken with rice. Best parts of the chicken, fluffy rice, and 2 chicken stocks for extra flavor. About 6 cents a 7-ounce serving.
Sit right down and get your Campbell's worth.
Birth defects strike over 250,000 infants a year in this country alone. What can we do about it? Plenty. You know, research has shown that some birth defects can be prevented by proper prenatal care, and that includes good nutrition.
Well, that's not bad, but 4 pounds in 2 weeks isn't terrific.
I'm Mark Hamill asking you to protect the unborn and the newborn.
Those dirty rings. You'd scrub them, soak them, even bleach them. And you can still come out with... Ring around the collar! Now, try whisk around the collar. Pour concentrated whisk right on the dirt. It sinks in, starts to clean before you start to wash. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar every time. Whisk.
Here's Lucy was brought to you by Whisk. Whisk around the collar beats ring around the collar.
Mother Care take care of you before you're born and when you're...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mother Care, go up to 10.
You can go there when you're big, go there when you're small. You can go before you've scarcely been anywhere at all.
Now Mother Care, go up to 10.
At Mother Care, you're sure that the prices will be right for a grown-up girl or a tiny little mite.
Now Mother Care, go up to 10.
Such special care, such sensible prices for mothers-to-be and children up to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Happy families, Mother Care, go up to 10.
Fireplaces glowing, icicles growing, hearts overflowing with cheer. It's that wonderful season we all find so pleasing, the Toys R Us time of year. The world's biggest toy stores, Toys R Us. The biggest selection, Toys R Us. It's the Toys R Us time of year. Toys R Us.
My name is Mr. Bubble, let me show you tubs of fun.
You can be a bubble nose.
With Mr. Bubble.
You can have some bubble toes.
With Mr. Bubble.
Or be a bobblehead.
With Mr. Bubble. I'm safe and gentle and I make getting clean almost as much fun as getting dirty. Have a tub of fun with Mr. Bubble. He makes getting clean almost as much fun as getting dirty. Mr. Bubble.
What makes you think I'm a spy?
Two-way radio? Micro tape recorder?
What makes you think I'm a spy?
On what?
Chocolate. Minstrels. Not like ordinary chocolate. Crisp sugar shell on the outside and surprise, surprise, smooth milk chocolate on the inside.
Chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
You do surprise me.
Minstrels. One of life's more pleasant surprises. Candy crisp, chocolate smooth.
Have you ever wished for one product that would clean and shine almost everything in your house? Here it is, Clean and Shine. Like magic, Clean and Shine leaves a nice shine on fine wood furniture, so you don't need furniture polish. It cleans and shines mirrors, so you don't need glass cleaner for mirrors. It cleans and shines refrigerators, like this kitchen product, even countertops, tile, and vinyl. Try new Clean and Shine, the foam that cleans and shines almost everything in your house.
What's up? Dino's stolen the different vitamins we need to make Flintstones. Yabba-dabba-doo, yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstone vitamins are good to chew with vitamin A, vitamin B's, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Help your body work and grow right.
We put them all together to make Flintstones vitamins.
Mom, if your kids don't always eat right, one Flintstone each day ensures they're getting the vitamins they may need. Yabba-dabba-doo. Flintstones, regular and plus iron.
Crack open an icy cold Hams. Refreshing as the land of sky blue waters. Enjoy a cool, refreshing Hams.
When Lipton blows the whistle, you gotta have a cup of tea. Listen to the Lipton whistle. Brisk, brisk, brisk. Lipton tea.
Lipton flow-through tea bags, like 2 bags of flavor in one.
We should be working toward 21 plus campuses of roughly capacity of 600 plus students.
That's Dr. Joe Baresi with the Midland School Board talking about plans for construction. And with enrollment expected to top 2,000 in the next 5 years, what will those plans entail? I'm Rob Quirk in the Channel 9 newsroom. Will new buildings be constructed? Will additions be made? And at what cost to you? Join Janet and me for Channel 9 News at 10 o'clock.
Bronco Chevrolet has discounted each and every Suburban in stock $2,000. Get great selections and $2,000 in savings from the heartbeat of West Texas. Bronco Chevrolet.
When news happens in the Permian Basin, and you see it happen, call Newsline 9 at 561-9991.
Crunchy is a golden honeycomb of hundreds of tiny glucose bubbles, covered in creamy milk chocolate.
Bite into a golden crunchy. Bite into a golden crunchy.
Once there was an ant and a grasshopper. The ant worked day and night while his friend the grasshopper fiddled away his free time. Then when the ant left on his winter vacation, was the grasshopper left in the cold? Cause the grasshopper was on the payroll savings plan. And by now, all those U.S. savings bonds added up to a big surprise to the ant and a big winter vacation for the grasshopper. Moral, buy U.S. savings bonds and you don't need a rich ant.
It's happening all around the house, right about now.
I'd like a Triscuit.
I'd like a Triscuit.
I'd like a Triscuit. I know my family, and when they'd like a snack, they'd like a Triscuit wafer.
Great with cheese.
Or with a dip.
Neat with jam. Or just by themselves. And they really are good. Triscuit wafers, they're made from 100% natural whole wheat, and that's good too.
A Triscuit baked only by Nabisco.
From time to time through history, the greatest need has been for facts. Facts to know where to build new schools, new houses, hospitals, factories, roads. We need facts to help fight sickness and disease. And that is why, on April the 25th, we are asking you to fill in the 1971 census. An army of men and women with light blue satchels will deliver and collect them from every household in Britain, with no exceptions. The form is secret. There is nothing to fear from completing it. When its contents have been analyzed, it'll be locked away for 100 years under guard. And all these officials are pledged to secrecy. Identify them by the blue satchel. It's the big form with a big job to do. We need the facts from you.
Look what happens when you buy 3 boxes of Purina Cat Chow. You get 1 box free.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow.
Buy 3 bags of Purina Cat Chow and get a coupon good for 1 bag free.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow.
No matter what size you buy, you can mail in proofs of purchase and get a coupon good for 1 free.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow.
So, buy any 3 Purina Cat Chow now and get 1 free.
Chow, chow, chow.
Tuesday, a lucky shot makes Richie an instant hero.
Want to go up to Inspiration Point with me? I'll show you my fake.
Oh, Richie, you're such a jock.
Then...
Buns.
Hiya, Pinky. How you? It's the love story that shook the world.
I love her?
There's drama, action, and romance. Fonzie loves Pinky right after Happy Days.
Cookies like it's got the taste and the feeling you like. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. Come on, girl, gotta share a Coke with you. Let the feeling show through. You wanna live a little bit more. That's what the taste of Coke is for. Coke is like everybody wants a little life. Coca-Cola, Coke is like everybody.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, almond joy's got nuts. Peter Paul mounds don't. Because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
America's been waiting for a family show about a real family.
Maybe you're just old-fashioned. Yeah, maybe.
A show that reveals the joys and the sorrows.
You better all dig down and find your pennies because this family could be in deep financial trouble.
The triumphs and the defeats of real people.
Mary, would you lay off him? He's just trying to do his job.
The Bradfords are the family. 8 is Enough is the show. Right after Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley.
Creases look really sharp in the right places, but never on your eyes. That's why Revlon created Natural Wonder Crease-Proof Cream Shadow. Crease-Proof Shadow. It just won't creep into creases. It's wink-proof, fade-proof, even waterproof. Stays fresh, stays put in 21 beautiful colors. Natural Wonder Crease-Proof Shadow by Revlon. There you go.
When I was a kid, the closest you could get me to a fish was the aquarium. Now, thanks to McDonald's, I'm the expert. You see, most fish is not government inspected, but all McDonald's fish is U.S. government inspected grade A. And it's all prime white filet. No fish cakes, not ground up, not mixed with other fish. It's a filet of fish. The best-selling fish sandwich in America. Tell them your nickname, Henry. They call me Jaws.
Quality you can taste.
If you make this shot, you can have anything you want for dinner.
I'll have Kentucky Fried Chicken, Mom.
You got it, superstar.
Kids love Kentucky Fried Chicken, just like other folks. And with all those delicious fixins, what a meal.
It's finger-licking good! Real goodness from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
How many bacon packages do you look at before you find one you like? Well, Oscar Mayer knows just what you're looking for. Bacon that cooks up like this, with nice, even slices, and the best balance of fat to lean. At Oscar Mayer, that's the way we select our bacon, too. Before you ever see it, you get consistently high-quality bacon every time, because we do what you do before you do it. Oscar Mayer, America's best-selling bacon. There's nothing quite like them on television. The Bradfords, not your typical family of 8 children.
I don't wear nightgowns anymore, Daddy.
They'll make you laugh 1 minute.
I forgot to kiss you goodnight.
And cry the next, just like your own family. 8 is Enough right after Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley.
This is Concours, a world-class luxury compact from Chevrolet, in Europe to show that an American car can challenge the highways of the world. Concours is an affordable car for people who appreciate the stylish elegance of fine touring cars, luxurious interiors, and dependable Chevrolet engineering. Concours, built for Americans at home anywhere. A world-class luxury compact from Chevrolet.
Use FinalNet for 5 good reasons. 1, FinalNet is not an aerosol. It's concentrated with a hold that really lasts. 2, it holds without stickiness. 3, it goes where you want it. 4, FinalNet has no aerosol propellants. 5, this much FinalNet goes as far as this much aerosol. Use non-aerosol FinalNet. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ben Franklin, you discovered electricity.
No, something really shocking. Look, Carefree sugarless gum here, Trident here. Both cost the same, yet Carefree gives you 32% more gum by weight than Trident. And Carefree's taste, electrifying.
Ben, the electricity.
I'll think about it in Washington, A.C.
That's Washington, D.C.
Get more gum with Carefree.
Now in bubble gum, too.
More gum.
Carefree sugarless gum.
Why are women so happy about new Tickle antiperspirant? Is it because Tickle is the first roll-on with a big, wide ball? Is it because Tickle has a new, quick-drying formula? Or is it because Tickle helps keep you dry all day? Make yourself happy. Staying drier is nicer with a little Tickle.
Gentlemen, these are the ingredients that make Campbell's old-fashioned vegetable soup so delicious. Carrots, potatoes, celery, onions, corn, peas, green beans, lima beans, cabbage, turnips, and macaroni. Now, who puts them in the soup?
We do, sir.
But who prepares the beef broth?
Only you, sir.
And why is that?
Because too many cooks.
Sit right down and get your Campbell's worth.
America's classic thrillers come to life. The Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries. An adventure into suspense.
There's got to be a way out of here.
You used to go with her?
Forget that.
Oh, Professor, do ghosts leave footprints?
The adventures of America's favorite young detectives come to television.
Follow that ghost.
The Hardy Boys' Nancy Drew Mysteries.
Earthlings are divided into two species. Those who use giant tin smash with 16 servings, measuring scoop, and resealable lid. And others who carry heavy bags of potatoes home to make mash. Sir, how else can we tell the Earthlings apart? The ones that carry potatoes may have longer arms.
Or mash, get smash.
Nervous is meeting your boyfriend's family. All 16 of them. Nervous is why there's new Soft and Dry.
Soft and Dry roll-on. Nothing keeps you drier when you're nervous.
Nervous is taking your driver's test for the 4th time.
Nervous is why there's new Soft and Dry.
Nothing keeps you drier, yet it never stings most girls, even after shaving.
My fellow classmates.
Nervous is why there's new Soft and Dry.
Hi, I'm Sandy Duncan, and like most everybody, I am a snack lover. In fact, right now, I love some Wheat Thins. Wheat Thins taste really good, and they're full of natural whole wheat. So they make a terrific snack, right out of the box, or you could put something on top. Look, when you're having a snack, why not have something really good? Wheat Thins. They call them the light little cracker with the big wheat taste from Nabisco. Love them.
Introducing the Kodak Instant Camera with a twist. Meet the Crank.
Can you feel a brand new day?
Imagine instant pictures with color. Color by Kodak. Just crank, 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 and in minutes you get bright, colorful, instant pictures with a textured satin luxe finish. See your photo dealer and shake hands with the Crank. The Kodak Instant Camera with a twist.
Know how I save money? With unsweetened Kool-Aid and sugar, just like my mom did.
I remember how she'd mix a big pitcher full. Kool-Aid was so good and so inexpensive. It's still as delicious as ever.
Today, with my sugar, it's about 12 cents a quart. Has vitamin C, too. I like giving Kathy what my mom gave me.
Kool-Aid brand soft drink mix and your sugar. You loved it as a kid, you trust it as a mother.
Charlie and I were in the park. Then this man came up and said, would I like to see some puppies? And I said yes. And I was going to go, but Charlie stopped me. Charlie's reminded me, my mum says I shouldn't go off with people I don't know. Then the man went away. We went and told Mummy, and she said we'd been very good. I got an apple and Charlie got something he likes. He says never go anywhere with men or ladies you don't know.
There's one thing that Pete would just as soon eat every day of his life. He really goes for those noodles, so I give him the Campbell life. Pete's idea of the perfect lunch is any lunch with Campbell's Chicken Noodle-O soup. There's lots of chickeny flavor and little round noodles for him, but not a lot of work for me.
That's noodle okay.
Give me the Campbell life.
Class, you're my butter lovers, right?
Right.
Now, I know you folks love butter more than anything, except me. So, Julie's got something special for your pancakes. Log cabin buttered syrup. Why, it's got that good old-fashioned flavor with real butter, too. Rich, thick, and smooth, just the way you like. Take Julie's advice. Fix up your pancakes with log cabin buttered syrup. Butter lovers truly love it.
When a fruit and cereal lover finishes that last piece of fruit, she's finished. That's why Post makes Raisin Bran with so many sweet, chewy raisins. She can get fruit in her first spoonful, her next spoonful, and her next. The way Post makes Raisin Bran, she can get fruit in every spoonful and never have to run out. No wonder Post Raisin Bran is the fruit and cereal lover's cereal.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-L-O-G-N-A.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in Bologna.
How's that?
Check, check, testing, 1, 2, fuck it. Yeah. Well, good morning, it's me. Hello, how are ya? I'm back, baby. I'm back. I don't want to be here, but I have to. It's in my contract. Yeah, it is. I signed a contract. You make a deal with the devil. There you go. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I'm still on coffee bags. Haven't been to the store yet. Well, I went out for milk and forgot. There you go. Out of sight, out of mind. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on, really. I'm thinking that at some point I'm gonna have to keep checking these live chats because you know, if I don't keep up with it, then I miss messages on my chat board there. And yesterday I missed all kinds of messages. I was sitting here rambling, and didn't realize that messages were popping up, unbeknownst to me, because I don't know, they didn't channel into my feed here for some reason. So I had to reboot my comments, and lo and behold, there they are, just hanging around. So when I see some numbers changing this morning, I'm just gonna keep bopping back and forth to my live feed and then back to my comments. Somebody last week asked the last concert I went to my daughter with, and I believe it was Chiodos at the Palladium, I think. I feel like there was something after that, but I don't know. I told my daughter, you know what, we're gonna have to sit down and go through the show list that I have here and update it, because it's a couple of years old and she's done a lot in the last couple of years. De verdad. That means really. No, really. Let's see. Okay, here we go. 22, 23. We've got about 25 concerts here. But there you go. Oh, yeah. Sheesh. Sheesh. That's some shows there. At some point, maybe we'll read from that list, the old list. I gotta get an updated list, man. I really do. I gotta get an updated list, man, because this one's just totally out of date. There's some books missing here because I took the yearbooks and put them in the box to go, in the to-go box for the reunion. I'm gonna take them and have them for viewing. They're loaned to me, but the whole purpose of having them was for reunion related stuff, so I'm gonna be taking them for viewing. And then, good morning, anyone there? And then, of course, if it works, it works. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and post a comment here and see what happens, and then go to my live chat again and see what happens. I'm gonna keep checking my live chat this morning. I promise. I promise to make sure that it's working continuously. But other than that, I ain't gonna do nothing. Because I'm just over it. I'm overdoing stuff, you know. You do stuff, and then what happens? You gotta do more stuff. It's always stuff, man. I'm gonna close my comments, start my live chat again. Nothing there yet. Alrighty. So anyways, me. So like, what's going on, me? Yeah, it's just after 5 a.m. It's the 29th of July. July is almost over. it will be done by the end of the week. By the end of the week will be in August. Most people love their birthday month. I loathe it. I am not into birthdays. I'm not into... Well, it'd be nice if, like, somebody threw me a birthday party. I wouldn't not go. But that's not going to happen. And I really never enjoyed birthdays, right? So I just don't like them. It's not that I don't want to like them. I just have really been given no reason to like birthday celebrations. I've thrown birthday celebrations for a lot of people, family and friends and stuff. Mostly my daughter. But back in the old days, I used to love to throw birthday parties for friends. It's a bummer it didn't go both ways. Because I really could have used some kind of acknowledgement from family and friends that they actually did give a shit. But there you go. That's all you gotta do. That's all you can do. My phone is acting weird here. Let's see. Let me do this. And come on, phone. Catch up. There you go. Live chat. Sheesh. Alright. There you go. There you have it. There it is right there in front of you. I promise I will check my chat box here regularly. Today's 4 o'clock movie is Mental Hospital. And now that being poor and homeless will get you institutionalized, my wife asks me, where's all that money going to come from? Who's going to pay the bill for the homeless people in the mental hospitals, right? Well, we are, of course. But do they want to go to a mental hospital? Are they crazy because they don't want to fucking deal with society's bullshit? I think not. I think most homeless people are the sanest people on the fucking planet. Really. I was homeless for a long time. And looking back, it was somewhat of a struggle, but it was some of the best time of my life because I was independent. I didn't have to deal with anybody. Nobody's bullshit. I didn't fucking pay bills. I didn't have to have an address. I didn't have to have all of this bureaucratic bullshit that society thrusts upon you. I had a car. You didn't have to have car insurance. It was not mandatory for you to have car insurance. I believe that's a good thing, to have car insurance, because you're driving a 2-ton killing machine, a 1-ton killing machine. Even if it's only a half a ton, it's still a killing machine. And it can cause damage wherever it goes. So car insurance, yes. Now health insurance, I don't think that anybody in the country should be beholden to a fucking insurance company. I can't even go into my doctor's office and say, how much cash? We need your insurance. No. How much? How much for a cash fucking visit, dude? What's your office visit? I'm poor. I don't have insurance. I don't have any of that shit. You can't do that anymore. All right? If you go to do your taxes, where's your insurance paper that proves that you and your whole family have health insurance, right? When you go to the DMV, where's your paperwork that says you have car insurance? Bureaucracy has been thrust upon us so much now. They're literally standing on our shoulders, pulling our head back like a fucking Pez dispenser, and jamming the shit down our fucking throats, right? And what does the average American do? Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, let me bend over and make it easy on you. Right? You want to take more of my rights away? Sure, what do I need rights for? I got a phone. I can just stay busy on my phone. Now what they need to do is start taking people's phones away. Tell people that they can't have their phones. For whatever stupid fucking bureaucratic governmental reason. Tell people they can't have their phones. You're not allowed to use your phones for X amount of hours a day. If you don't turn your phone off for X amount of hours a day, you're going to get penalized. We need people to not be on their phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to regulate the time that you can be on your phone. It's for your own good. We're going to do it for you. And if you're not taking a break from your phone, we're going to fine you. And then, if you keep it up, we're going to institutionalize you, because you must be crazy if you don't follow the rules. If you're not following rules, you must be a fucking wackadoo. They're coming for you. Everybody who thought any of this was good, they're coming for you too. All right? You don't think so. All right? The homeless, they're coming for you. Anybody with any kind of drug problem that has been given to you by the pharmaceutical companies, the tobacco and alcohol companies, and oh yeah, maybe the drug dealer, maybe. But the drug dealers nowadays have white coats and little badges that say I'm a fucking doctor, right? Those are the drug dealers nowadays. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's just fucking ridiculous how much they want to control. And what's happening now is people are just saying, yeah, sure, it's for our own good. You have to control us because we're stupid. That's the way it is. Right? He's going to come after the pot shops next. He won't go after alcohol and tobacco, but he's going to go after the pot shops next. He's going to say, all right, we've had enough of this marijuana shit, right? We're going to make it illegal in any state who doesn't follow federal law. We're going to fuck with them. We're going to go in and we're just going to attack everything. We're going to take the pot. We're going to take the money. It's going to happen. Oh, it's going to happen. Then they're going to come for your guns. Then they're going to come for your big gas guzzling, diesel guzzling, smoke billowing. Then they'll do cigarettes, right? Then they'll do vaping, or unless vaping pays. If big vape pays out the ass, then we'll be able to keep vaping, right? But anything personally that this administration does not want, they're forcing it on the entire country. They assume that because they finagled themselves into office, that now, well, I'm the president, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And that's exactly what's happening. He's just proving every point that I've been trying to make over the last couple of years. We've allowed this to happen, and it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. Why? Because where we fucking live. This is self-explanatory. 2 for Tuesday, glass houses. I don't think I've done this before, but we're going to do glass houses today because we're living in glass houses, baby. Baby! We are on the road to devastation, doom, you know. And I'm not screaming at one particular party. I'm not screaming at this administration and that party completely. Everybody's at fault, whether you're a crat or a can. It don't matter, all right? It don't matter. It's all the same bullshit. You don't get it, right? It's all the same wheel. It's just a different spoke, but it all leads to the same fucking hub, right? And it ain't about us. It's not about the average fucking citizen. It's not. All right? It's about power on a fucking scale that goes beyond anything we've ever seen. World War II, fucking Alexander the Goddamn Great. It goes way beyond any of that, all right? It's like the polls aren't in on none of this shit. Vaping, pharmaceuticals, but most especially what's going on in the country. The numbers aren't in yet. And we're not going to see the numbers. We're not going to see the data. We're not going to see all of this shit. We're not going to see the big picture until later. And then, as usual, in retrospect, we'll look back and we'll go, wow, how did we let that happen? How did we get here? Oh, Lord, please help us, right? Because you had your fucking eyes stuck on your fucking phone watching videos. If you just close your eyes and hum, blah, 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 what's going to happen? You ain't going to know that somebody's reaching into your fucking pockets and robbing you. That's what. And that's what we got going on right now. All right? We are, as a country, even as a world, we are so fucking distracted right now. That's why they gave us these fucking phones. To distract us. And we're more than happy to be distracted. Oh my God, please distract me. You know, the worse things get, the more we want to fucking bury our head in the fucking sand. And that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work no more. Alright? Once we've let half of this country be shuffled off into camps and institutions and prisons, right? And it's gonna lead to work camps, okay? They're gonna call them rehabilitation camps, alright? They're going to call them whatever you brainwashing camps or whatever. But what they are going to be is they're going to be work camps. They're going to pick up all of these people and they're going to claim to be helping them. And what they're going to be doing is turning them into slaves. You know, because that's what modern prisons are now. They're just big. What do you call it? Plantation, right? Plantation mentality. Whether they're farming or banging out fucking license plates, they're working, all right? So therefore, once they get you in the system, they can get you right back into the system, right back in there, and right back working, right? They're going to do the same thing with the homeless. They're going to do the same thing with the mentally... as they would refer to it, improper, right? They're not correct. We need to correct them. You know, round them all up, put them in some kind of concentration camp, because it is. They just concentrate all of these homeless people, put them in a camp out in the middle of the nowhere where people can't see them, and then what? And then what? You're going to hear about some horror stories. I mean, these sons of bitches are running around the country with no badges, no names, masks, guns, bullying their way around the country, doing whatever they want, all right? Third Reich kind of shit, KGB kind of shit. We have a secret service, Third Reich, in this fucking country right now, and people don't get it. People don't see it, right? Oh, that's not the way it is. Bullshit. You know why you don't know that this is the way it is? It's because you don't pick up fucking history books. You cancel fucking shit out. You wake up into a new pretty world that you want to be all yours, but you won't do the fucking work, alright? Look back at fucking history, alright? Look to where this all fucking started. You know what? They're just using a playbook that's been used before, alright? And we're just going along with it. Why? Because most people haven't been taught important history. a lot of people in Germany back in 38, 39 were like, yeah, who is this guy? He's got it together. He's given us back our country, right? That same guy was here in the United States 5 years before that, preaching to our country's most richest fucking people, all right, about eugenics. Let's spay and neuter, and why not just kill off the mongrel races? And the United States, the rich people in the United States were like, yeah, let's kill off the mongrel races. Let's spay and neuter those fuckers. We don't need any more darkies. We don't need any more brown people. Get sort of Irish in there, right? Let's get rid of the mongrel races. Let's just neuter them all. And then whoever's left we'll just use up until they're dead. But it's our people that are the best, right? Us whiteys, right? And American rich people were really heavy into this, right? Until Hitler started talking about killing off the Jews. And then the American rich people are like, whoa, hey, wait a second, right? Because most of the American rich guys were Jews. I'm not speaking out of turn, it's a fact. And then all of a sudden, the American big business people are like, whoa, wait a second, we can't do that. We can't just indiscriminately kill off people, right? Just because they're Jewish, just because they're not, And that's how that was quelled. It still went on in the United States, hush hush, for another 50 years. We were still spaying and neutering blacks in the South. We were still gathering up Indians off the reservation and ripping their uterus out and cutting their nuts off before they were old enough to procreate. All right? I have Native American relatives. I know that this to be fact, All you have to do is look in the fucking history books and see what's going on now and compare it to what's already fucking happened. We've already learned these lessons, people. Why do we continue to fucking drag our fucking ass? They can only assassinate so many of our most distinguished civil rights activists, right? They can only kill us off. But can they? Maybe they can. Maybe they can just say that we're crazy, round us up, stick us in a fucking camp, right? Well, you're crazy. What do you mean you want to help out the blacks and the browns? You're crazy. Think about your own race, man. Why don't you go back to one of those mongrel countries if you want to help them? Go live paint your skin brown and go move over to one of them mongrel countries, right? We want to clean up our country. I had somebody on Facebook tell me just that. Somebody that was in my fucking friends list, right? Paint your skin brown and move to Mexico if you love them so much. How fucking second grader bullshit is that, right? This is the mentality of what's going on right now, right? That if you talk out of turn, you're a terrorist. You're a nut. You should be wrapped up in a fucking straitjacket and thrown away somewhere because you're fucking crazy. You want peace. You want love. You don't want fucking racism, all right? You want everybody to fucking get along and help each other and make this a better world for everybody, right? And what are you? You're fucking crazy. You're crazy. You're fucking crazy. There's no way we need that. We need to we need to segregate everybody. That's what we need. We need to resegregate America. That's what we need to do. Let's make a school for blacks and a school for whites, and then a school for the rich people, but none of these people have to worry about ever seeing that school because they don't have enough money. Let's keep everybody separate again, right? Let's keep the lower class low, the middle class middle, the upper class up, and everybody else, which is just a little tiny little point at the top, right? Let's make sure that they're well taken care of, but separate, because as soon as we let those fucking mongrels in, right, then they think on us, and then the truth about Epstein Island is out, right? Here comes Epstein's Island, right? I do believe that there are some names on there in Epstein's list that would shock America to its very core. And I believe that on that list we have people like names like big names, big names, a lot of Hollywood crackheads, you know, Hanks and Clooney and who fucking knows who's on the list? We need to see the list so we know, right? Just like I need to know who the racist fuckheads are on my friends list so I can get rid of them, right? Or at least call them out so they can fucking see who I am and get rid of me, because I don't need it. I don't fucking need it, right? People want to say, oh, I don't do politics. Me neither. But it's gone beyond politics, people. It's no longer about politics. It's no longer about party lines. It's about us and what they're fucking doing to us. They, those in power, those in charge, they're fucking us over. And we just go along with it. We just go along with it. I do my best as a broken piece of shit guy that I am. You know, I'm completely used up and broken. I'm on the outs, right? I don't intend on taking anybody with me. But what I do intend is not going out fucking whimpering crybaby, right? I'm over it. I'm over getting fucking stepped on. I'm over getting bullied. I'm over this. You know, I'm not playing football, man. Quit fucking doing this shit to me. Let me fucking by. No, you can't go by because you ain't right. Well, who the fucking decides what is right, right? Well, apparently, there is someone now that can decide what is right and wrong for everybody. And we just go, oh, thank you. Gosh, I didn't know. Thank you for telling me what was right and what is wrong, because I could never have figured it out on my own. The only thing is that all of the right from wrong that I learned from my parents, I had to relearn. And I'm not going backwards, motherfucker, all right? I'm not going to take all of the things that I had to get rid of my fucking head, all right, to become the good person that I am today. I'm not going to chuck that in the fucking can just because some fucking dickhead says, no, you got to live this way now. Fuck you. This is my fucking country too. All right, I'm more patriotic than anybody who picks up a fucking gun and starts killing somebody for a flag. I'm way more patriotic than that. Why? Because I give a shit about everybody in this fucking country. Everybody. You picking up your gun, waving your flag, I give a shit about you. I also give a shit about the person on the fucking street who hasn't got a goddamn thing, or the immigrant who just crawled into this fucking country under a goddamn fence because they need something. They need us. That's what we've been doing for hundreds of fucking years. People have been coming here because we keep touting, oh, the best country in the world, the best place in the fucking world. And what happens when people want that? We round them up, put them in fucking cages, and shit on them. You know? What message are we sending to the world? What are we... No wonder people hate Americans. No wonder the entire fucking world looks at this country and laughs. Right? Because it's a fucking dichotomy. It's these fucking two stupid fucking people bouncing heads, right? Right? Right at the top. And everybody else just sits there watching, going, wow, look at this shit show. I wonder what's going to happen next, man. Get the fuck up and do something, and you'll know what the fuck happens next. No. No. What do we get? We get slack-jawed, mouth-breathing fucking morons waving a fucking flag and touting fucking rhetoric, and they ain't got a fucking clue about goddamn history, or what made this country, or who made this fucking country, or why we picked up a fucking gun and waved a flag and killed the guys. Nobody fucking knows. They just do what they're told. Go to work. Okay, I'll go to work. Be a slave. Okay, I'll be a slave. Pick up a gun. Okay, I'll pick up a gun. Put down the gun. Okay, I'll put down the gun. No wonder the entire fucking world thinks this country is a fucking joke. Because we've let it become a fucking joke. And anybody who wants to step up and say, you're wrong, fucking prove it. Fucking prove it. This country has gone so fucking backwards in the last fucking 30 years. especially the last fucking 25. All you gotta do to Americans is go boo, and they just freak the fuck out and just give up rights, right? If this kind of fucking shit were to happen to the kind of American that was here 80 years ago, ain't no fucking way we'd let it happen. We'd call this shit fucking dictatorship. We'd call it fucking all kinds of shit, and we would not a democratic America. And what do we got? What do we got? I'll tell you what we got. We're gonna have this administration shove it down our throats again. What they're doing now is they're buying Washington wholesale. So therefore, the next administration will be just like this one. I guarantee it. All right, nothing's going to change. It's just going to get worse. That's what's going to change. It's just going to get worse. This administration is going to buy DC, and therefore, every administration after this is going to be beholden to this fucking monster that we created. Yeah, we created it. You created it by sitting on your fucking... If you're against it, you created it by being on your phone too much. Going to your slave job and doing what you're told. Stop fucking doing what you're told, people. Since when have they told us to do something that was good for us, right? When? Right? Stop fucking listening to these fucking bastards. Use your head and your heart, and you'll come up with a better solution than they have. Because what they're doing is not right. It's not right. No matter how you fucking look at it, how you explain it, how you want to see it, it's not right. And if you see it as being right, then you're wrong. All right? Period. Fucking period. You know, I swore up and down that I wasn't going to let this shit get to me, and I wasn't going to let it rule my show. But you know what? This is reality. This is a reality show, and it's the realest fucking reality show out there. Right? I don't have commercials. This channel is not monetized. I'm not beholden to anybody. All right? This is my life. This is my show. This is my world. All right? I share it with several billion fucking people here. I'm not gonna just sit back and watch the shit show fucking happen. I'm gonna stand up and say something. And so many people are afraid to lose their jobs, right? They go along with the assholes because the assholes are in charge right now, and if you go against the assholes, you're fucked. You're fucked. You know what? I ain't beholden to anybody. You know? An asshole comes and says, you know, you better do this or else. And you know what? Fucking or else me, motherfucker. Or else me. Go ahead. Try your fucking best to or else me. What are you going to do? Take my job away? Fuck you. I don't work for you. Huh? 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 Are you going to kick me? I don't fucking... You're not my landlord. Fuck you. I am so over it, you know. A bunch of yes men, a bunch of, oh sure, we'll do whatever we're told. A bunch of scared fucking children who are too afraid to speak up, right? Or they're just too distracted. I don't have time for that, and I don't have money to spend on helping that. So I'm just gonna go to my concert, my sporting event, and you know. And I'll get on Facebook and say, yeah, I'm against that. Unless my boss is watching, then I'm neutral. Right? Get some balls, America. Get some fucking balls. You need to stand up against this fucking bullshit. It's not the America that we created. This is the new America, the new world order. We need to get rid of all politicians, all the lawmakers, because they are the lawbreakers. Once we get rid of them, well, then we could start getting rid of a lot of other bullshit, right? Get rid of the attorneys, right? Start teaching common sense and basic courtesies at an early age instead of ABC 1, 2, 3 and how to fill out a checkbook and how to balance a bank account. And don't teach any real history. Teach a lot of ancient history with religion woven through it, but don't teach any modern history with any logic woven through it, right? So therefore we get to today, and people are like, I don't understand. Why is it bad? Why? I don't understand why this is bad. They say it's good, so it must be good, right? Well, they said Nazism was really good, didn't they? You know? And now what do we have? We have our very own secret police, SS. We have our very own Gestapo running through the country. We have people in this country with masks, no names, no faces, no authority. They just have guns, and they just go through the country and round up whoever they want now. Why does this sound familiar? Didn't we abolish this shit back in the 80s? Right? Back in the 70s? Didn't we get rid of the shit a long time ago when we got rid of the Nazis and we got rid of the KGB? Apparently not. They just moved countries. Now they're in the best country in the world. So they must be okay. It must be okay now. When it was everywhere else, when it was the KGB and the Nazis, it was bad. But now it's in the United States, so it must be good. Because we're the best country in the world, so it must be good. Why argue with it? I'm going to heat up my coffee. You know what the American dream has become? Slavery. It's just become slavery. Accepted racism. Accepted drug addiction, right? Drug addiction is accepted now in the United States. It's totally accepted. As long as it's prescribed, as long as somebody in bureaucracy, in the upper echelons of humanity are getting their due fucking... their due monetary compensation, well then it's okay. It's okay that those people are addicted. We'll help them. We'll get them addicted to something else, right? But we'll help them. Don't worry about it. We'll help them. It's okay to get the country addicted on alcohol and tobacco, right? And then charge them up the ass when they make a mistake. Well, you don't know how to drink alcohol, right? Of course, those affluent teenagers who take out 3 or 4 people driving their car wasted, right? They don't have to worry about that. They're never going to see prison. They're never going to see any trouble at all. Their parents will just have it taken care of, dismissed, because they're affluent, right? They're they got money. And not just that, they got connections and power. If you have money, you have to have a lot of it. You have to have disposable money. Money that you can just throw out there at people to keep them believing your bullshit and going along with the bullshit, right? Yeah. All right, I have rebooted my comments again, and I will do so every few minutes while I'm sitting here in order to keep abreast, a buoy of the situation with the comments and whatnot. Yesterday, I was... I'm going to grab a hat. My head is just too shiny. Yesterday, I neglected to reboot my comments. And after Well, about an hour and a half I did, and realized that I had missed several comments from WW yesterday, which was kind of a bummer, kind of a real bummer, because I really could have used some company yesterday. So let me go ahead and reboot this thing again. Live messages. All right. So there you go. What I need is another comment thing over here. So let me load up my I'm going to put YouTube on this computer over here and pull up my show and see what's going on. And maybe I'll even share Glass Houses, which is the twofer for today. The album of the day. Yasmin Bleeth. It's just sad. I don't understand this. Oh my God, I'm sad. I should be in the news. I'm sad. You know what? You know why things keep going this way? This is just what I was talking about. Money. It's all about the money. All right? There are so many greedy people in this country. Even the people who claim they're not greedy, all you got to do is throw enough money in their direction, and they'll take it, right? I know that money is evil, right? Because if you look at what is required, right, to get money, to have money, what you need money for, it's just evil, right? Especially the whole idea of selling us our own natural resources back to us. Water, air, food. Food is a natural resource, right? It used to be a natural resource. We could just go out into our yard and find food. And now they've taken our yards away. We can't even collect rainwater to grow our own food, right? There's something fucked up going on in this country and in the world, and people just flat out refuse to see it. Nope, I ain't gonna see it. I'm gonna look at my phone, because these videos are way more entertaining. It's entertainment, people. It's not a way of life. It is for the people throwing the shit down at you and cramming it down your throats, all right? For them, it's a way of life, all right? For us, we're every day we're being indoctrinated. Every day we're being brainwashed. Every day we're having our rights stripped from us. Every day a judge is bought off and the laws are changed to fuck us over, right? Because everybody's out for themselves. Period. When you get on the phone and you're looking through shit and people are, trolling around, just dogging on people. I'm going to fuck with this person. I'm going to fuck with that. And I don't like that, so I'm going to fuck with them. There you go. That's the way it is. Everywhere you look. Everywhere you look. Yeah. Totally, man. Fucking totally. I'm just a little bit befuddled this morning. Yeah. So let's see. The reunion is coming up, which is probably going to fall flat because somebody sabotaged it. Somebody who has political opinions that they can't keep to themselves in mixed company, right? On Facebook, that's my world. I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want. If you don't like it, turn me off. YouTube, same thing. You don't like it, turn it off. But when you start coming at me on Facebook, when I post something on my thing, right? It's for me. It's about me, and it's for like-minded people. If you're on my friends list and you don't like it, well then, don't prove yourself an asshole by fucking with me about what I feel, right? Go over to your fucking page and post your shit against mine, but don't get on mine post and hey, good morning, WW. I see you this time. I see you, WW. I see you. That's my G-Baj. That's my Gibaja Miyamila impersonation there. I see you. Yeah. good morning. It's totally Television Tuesday. We have 2 TV guides. Yesterday we looked at the one with the not ready for primetime players. I keep wanting to say Animal House, but it's not. And this one is terrorism and television. As far as I'm concerned, most people who learn about terrorism learn from the TV. They learn from the media. They learn what it's all about. They learn how to use it, what it's for, where to find it, right? It's just like social media. They use social media to find people that are kind of kooky that they can control. You look at half of these people that have gone into places and shoot them up, right? And you can totally tell that they were recruited by some weird organization, controlled by, of course, but they were recruited to do this and were helped and nudged and pushed. And then all of that connection was just erased, right? Exactly. That's not what social media is for, but that's what it's become. It's become about commercials. It's become about mind control, brainwashing, right? You can't get on social media without somebody coming along trying to sell you something or some ideal or idea or just something fucking bizarre, you know? And that's not what it was designed for. But is it? I believe it was. I believe it was designed as, look, the United States government has been trying to figure out for decades, for a century, had been trying to figure out a way to read the mind of the public and to control the minds of the public, right? Period. We know where the bad guys are, and then we know how to control our people, right? So what did they do? They hired some graduate student, right? Because they read his fucking thesis, and they hired him to take and create this social media program. Now, everybody gives up their innermost feelings and thoughts, right? You know where the kooks are now, because they literally get on YouTube and Facebook and say, hey, I'm a kook. So they know where to find them, right? We will give up every bit of information about ourselves. We will basically give ourselves over to social media, right? So therefore we are controlled about it. It's just they don't have to put you into a room and stare at goats. They don't have to drug you. They don't have to put some kind of thing on your head to read your thoughts. All they have to do now is hand you a phone, and not too long after, you're telling everybody everything about your entire world, right? We can now read the minds of the public. We can control the public. We can get everybody to run over there and cover their heads. We can get them to stand up and run over there and cover their heads, right? We can get them to run over there and throw rocks and bottles, right? They got us. They got us. And most people won't even see it. Most people just won't even see it. And that's okay. Because they didn't see it back when when Hitler came to power, right? Of course, we didn't see it back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, when KGB would just round people up, take them away, and they'd never be heard from again, right? Doesn't that sound familiar? Concentration camps. We don't like you. You're wrong. You're not the right kind of human. Concentration camp. Put you in an oven. Take your tar and make a road with you, right? We're going to use the tar from your burned body to make a road. The people in Germany, they went along with it. Were they Nazis? Many of them, yes. The people who claimed afterwards that, oh, I had to go along with it, did they enjoy it? Were they Nazis? I thought we gotten rid of stuff like the KGB and the Secret Service and the SS, but apparently not. They've just put on new uniforms. They just wear a different color now. Now, now the greatest country in the world is the leader in social terror. You know, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling it like I sees it, you know. If you don't like it, change it. Change it. But I see that most people out there do like it. They either do like it or they're completely oblivious because they can't get their noses out of their phones, you know. As far as I'm concerned, turn me off, put the phone down, get into your community and find a way to help. I'm only here a couple hours a day, right? This is not the only thing that I do to help. Find a way to get out into your community and help. It's important. Get out and meet those people who you want to round up and put in cages. Get out and talk to them, all right? Don't just look at them and go, ooh, they're brown, they're not right. They don't talk right, they eat weird foods. We ought to get rid of them. Because it's not going to stop with Mexicans, all right? It didn't stop with the Native Americans, all right? The Native Americans still get fucked with. African Americans in this country still get fucked with, all right? Mexican Americans in this country still getting fucked with. Well, you know what? It's not going to... Once we round up all of the Mexican Americans and put them in camps and deport them, you know, 2 countries away from where they live, right? Now get out and walk home. They're gonna find somebody else who they don't like. It's not just gonna stop with brown people, all right? They're gonna go after everybody. The next brown people, we're gonna go after Middle Easterns in this country. Pretty soon, it's gonna be okay to burn mosques and to chase people with stuff on their head, right? People with you know, it's gonna get worse. It ain't gonna get better, people. We're not building a better country, all right? We're making things worse. We are. This shit has already torn not just my family in pieces, but it's fucked up so many good families in this country, right? You want to round up the bad apples, do that. You have the ability to do that. You're just going after everybody. Everybody with brown skin. Anybody who looks like a Mexican. You round them up, you arrest them, you take their ID, and you ask questions later. American citizens are being deported because they have brown skin. It's not going to stop, people, unless we stop it. The only way to stop it is to just fucking stop it, right? If you work in a position of authority, you need to use your voice, all right? If you're in the military, you need to take a fucking knee, people, all right? You really need to think about what's going on. Have we not learned enough lessons? Terpy Tuesday. What is it, like terrapin? Turpentine? Therapy? What's a terpy, WW? Because I don't get around much. I used to know a lot of slang, but I don't get around much anymore. I'm brokenhearted over this fucking country right now. I am literally... It's hard for me to go out into the world or to even watch anything on TV that isn't 50 years old, right? Without fucking just bawling my eyes out. So it is turtles, I guess. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle. I just don't know what to do anymore, right? I don't know what to say anymore about about people in this country. I love everybody. I want to take everybody and give everybody a fucking hug. Even those assholes that are fucking clueless. You know? I don't want to hate people. I hate haters. I don't want to be a hater. Heads up. Yes, we are. It doesn't do any good if they're anti-hug. I won't take a hug from you because you're not white. You're a nigger lover. You're a beaner lover, right? So therefore, I won't accept a hug from you. That's where I am. That's where I have been. I've been inside my fucking terp, man. I've been inside my shell fucking hiding. I have been the turtle my whole fucking life. If that's what we're talking about, it's hard for me to see those emojis because they're so fucking tiny. Okay, I see turtles and aliens, and trees and smoke. You know, we need to get out of our shell, and we need to get out into the world. We need to be standing with our shell. You know, we need to pick our shell up and beat those sons of bitches, you know, until they fucking start using their goddamn head. You can lead a horse to water, but a pencil must be led. I don't know what that means, but you can't fix broke, I guess, as much as you want to, right? It starts at birth. It starts at birth with hating evil-hearted parents, right, who think that they're doing good by teaching their children to only love their own kind, I guess, right? Turpitude. Inner turpitude. Now you're just making up words. I'll give you a turpitude. I'll give you some turpentine. A turpoline. Totally. Nah, I'm just feeling really worried about what's going on. You know? I don't want to say something like, I'm just going to leave this fucking country. Because that's not what America's about, right? That's not. I'm a full-blown fucking patriot, man. I love this country. I love to wave the flag. But now when you wave the American flag, it feels like a bad thing to me. It feels like you're picking a side now, right? If I'm going to wave the American flag anytime soon, it's going to be upside down, period. Because we are right now upside down in this country. The people, we the people, should be in charge, and we're not. All right? We're fucking slaves. We're fucked. We're fucked. We let it happen. We let them take over. We let Big Brother win. And there's no going back. You're either on the side of Big Brother, or you're against it. Further against. It's, you know, you're fucked. Well, either way. If you're against, you're fucked. If you're for it, well, you're fucked. You're just fucked. We're all fucked. You know, we need to get the fuck out of this situation. We need to stop. All right? We need somebody to show up in our country from within our own country. One of our own people needs to stand up, take the helm, get back in there, win one for the Gipper, rewrite all of the fucking wrongs that have been done, put things back to where they were, right? And then start over again, right? You know, as far as I'm concerned, oh, here we got something. It's a channel we irregulars watch on Tuesday called Alien Friendly Music, and they play Grateful Dead concerts. Of course. There you go. Well, all right. Turpitude Tuesday. Well, all right. That's awesome. Well, I may stop by there and be an irregular. Shoot me a link. Or at least give me the name of the channel. Oh, Alien Friendly Music. Okay. alien-friendly music. Let me write that. Let me write that there down. Allen Farming Mosaics. Right. Mosaics. Right. I don't know how it gets disconnected between here and there so quickly. Yeah. So anyway, why can't we just start over again? Why can't we? Because first of all, too many people would lose money. Right? At this point, it's all about it's all about trying to figure out who are the slaves, who can be controlled, and who have power. Even millionaires. We have so many millionaires in this country right now, and in the world, right? But millionaires don't even get it anymore. Billionaires don't even get it anymore. You got to be multi-billionaire, trillionaire material. There are people on the planet right now who could buy and sell Jeff Bezos and DJT. They could sell these guys 10 times, 100 times over. Buy them and sell them. Buy them and sell them. 420. Right on. Buying and selling these motherfuckers. Easy peasy. And they do. How do you think we got these motherfuckers in power? They were bought by the people who are really in charge. People are not. Aliens are not. You know, who fucking knows? There's somebody out here who knows. Somebody out there knows. There's like a handful of, I want to say people, but at this point, are they even people? If they are so far removed from humanity, are they even people anymore? I think not. So you've got these creatures now that are at the very tippy top, and they're in charge of everything, right? Everything. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I am the lowest, what they would consider the lowest echelon of society, right? Very, very poor, right? Own very little property. Have to have a slave job. Is that a mosquito? It is. Wow, it looked like a mosquito. Is it mosquito season? I feel like I want to itch now. Let me light an incense. That's usually a good mosquito defense. A good offense is to be offensive is a good defense, I guess. I'm pretty offensive. Smelling, that is. All right. Well, Po Folks. I do not remember that restaurant called Po Folks. Let me write that down. Maybe I can find an old Po Folks commercial. Look at the video time machine this week. Maybe there'll be a Po Folks commercial in there. So let's see. It's 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. I am going to be on here until about 7 this morning. My daughter and I have to go to the we have to go to the DMV this morning. Among other things, driving test related for my daughter. We're both going there for our, get this, our real IDs. We have to get our slave ID. So we're allowed to travel in this country. You're not allowed to travel in this country without papers. Why does that sound familiar? Show me your papers. I want to see your papers now. Do you have traveling papers? 5 years ago, I was telling people this shit was coming. Martial law, not allowed to protest. They're going to throw fucking diseases at us and shit. No, they're just going to go away. Right? Yeah, look at the correlation between 6G that they rolled out just before they rolled out COVID, right? Look at it. Look at the data. Does anybody remember 6G? Nobody remembers 6G. They brainwashed it out of you. 6G came out. It fucked with people on physical and health levels that was unheard of before, right? And how are we going to cover this shit up? We can't tell people that their phones are doing this to them. So they gave us a disease. And they pointed it at that, right? And they could say, well, those people died of this. Those symptoms are this. Unrelated. They just brainwash this shit out of you. That's all they do. You know, look at the... And of course you try to find information about it now, and it's like, well, we never rolled that out. It's not going to do to roll out for a couple of years. And then they keep pushing it. They're going to go straight to 7G if that doesn't kill people, right? Based in the South. I don't even know if some of this stuff is getting out there. Some of these comments I'm saying may just get silenced, right? This show may get processed and get edited, or I may get penalized for using certain words. I sent a message to somebody who sent me a message. They sent me a message. I said, okay, I'll accept this message. And I told this motherfucker where he could go, right? And instead of getting a response from him, he blocked me. And the message I got from my phone was, you used mean comments towards somebody. And basically that's what they said. You were rude to this person and you used foul language, and that's not right, and it's like a violation. I'm like, what, are you kidding me? I can't send a personal message to tell somebody to fuck off now? Thought police. They're coming for us. They're coming for us all. They're going to come for your guns. They're going to come for your food. They're going to come for your water. You know? Oh. We're just going along. We're just going to make the country a better place. It's okay. Bye, Ma. It's okay. Goodbye. It's going to make this country a better place, but we got to say goodbye to you. Yep. There are some brown people in this country, brown-skinned people in this country whose parents were immigrants who are going along with this because they're so fucking brainwashed. Or it's because they work for somebody and they have no fucking choice but to go along with it, right? Bye, Mom. Fucking assholes. A country for assholes, by assholes, breeding assholes. You know, it's the way it is now. If you're not an asshole, you don't fit in, and you're going to get the boot. That's it. You know? No matter what you've done for this country, you get up, you go to work, you know, you pay your bills, you pay your taxes, you take care of your family and your community and everything. It don't matter now. I don't have to talk to them about these issues. I speak my mind at home. Yeah, they know exactly how I feel about this shit. They do. They know what's going on in this country. And what's going on in this country, we take personally. So yeah, we know what's going on. I talk to them. I won't, but I almost want to take that question as an insult. Because why wouldn't you talk to your family about these issues? I talk here because they hear enough of me. I don't need to sit on the couch and scream this to them, even though I do. I try to keep it pretty calm. I come here to do this because it's a bigger forum, I guess. And they already know. They know. They totally know. They get it. They understand exactly where I'm coming from. They know why Papa's enraged every day. They know. They're living the same rage I am, just in a different way. Oh. No, my wife and I have a really good relationship. We've been married 25 years, and we communicate. We communicate. Period. We work together. When we met, we were working together, and we've worked together most of our marriage. We've worked in places together. When I'm like doing handyman or construction work, she's my right hand. She's the one that I call in for help. when she's working, doing housekeeping and house cleaning and house maintenance and that kind of stuff, I'm her right-hand man. We work together every day. We talk together every day. We sit together every day. Every day we're you know. So if that's the way most men are, I'm kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Because there needs to be communication. If you're going to be married to somebody, you need to communicate, period. If you're going to have children, communicate with them. Most people don't communicate with their families because they're working all the time. They come home, they get a couple of minutes, they have some dinner, they sit on the couch, they get a buzz, and they go to bed, and they get up early, and they're gone before anybody's awake. That's most men, I think. That's the way I was. And I saw the harm in that right away. And I totally changed my work life to suit having a family and wanting to be with my family. I wasn't about to have a wife and kids and never see them. Well, we got a great house and 3 cars and all of this stuff. We go on vacation twice a year, but the vacation is the only time that I see them. You know? No. I didn't have kids to have them raised by a fucking babysitter. I married the babysitter. Right? I couldn't see that. We took our daughter to daycare. One day we looked at a special place that everybody recommended. It's a really nice place in a house with toys and a yard, and it was just a really nice place. We walked in, our daughter went over, sat down with some kids, we got the tour, walked around. Some little boy sat down next to my daughter, punched her in the fucking face, and no adults were around. My daughter came in crying, holding her face. Some boy punched me. I'm like, who's fucking supervising these monsters? I raged at them for 20 minutes and then we left. We never put our daughter in daycare, ever again. My wife, she stayed home and took care of our daughter until our daughter was in school, and then she was going out and working minimal. And most of the time she was going to the school and being at the school as an aide, so she could see what the fuck was going on at school. You can't trust a goddamn daycare. Why would you trust a fucking school? So she was at public school with my daughter there. Twice a week, helping out, seeing what was going on, meeting the parents and the teachers and the other kids and everything, right? That's how you get involved in your community, to make it a better community. Don't just drop your kid off somewhere and say, I ain't got time, I got to go to work, right? And we've become really complacent in this country. We've allowed our kids to be raised by other people. And we don't know these other fucking people. And they're raising our kids. Right? I had to combat against 12 years of public school. Right? I had to fight all of that programming that was put into my daughter every day by spending time with her. And I finally decided, as she was getting older, that I couldn't just go to work every day and be gone 10, 12 hours a day and not know my daughter. And then all of a sudden, I'm living with people I don't fucking know. That's how people get divorced after 25, 30 years. They stop working, come home, and they sit surrounded by fucking strangers. Right? No, not in my life. Hell no. So I decided to not work as much and devote my life to my family. So I became a handyman with all of the skills that I had. I became a handyman, and I would go out and I'd work 4, maybe 6 hours a day when my daughter was at school, you know, while my wife was busy doing what she was doing, and we would each have our little day. But the rest of the day, the other 8 to 10 hours of the fucking day, we'd have to ourselves, and we'd get to know each other. It's really sad when you look at the way life is set up here in the United States. And it's set up to keep you a slave and to put your kids in fucking programming. That's how it's fucking set up. And if you don't deprogram your kids every fucking day, they ain't your kids anymore. What do? They get up and they vote against you and they have you fucking deported. Or institutionalized. Dad's crazy. He thinks everybody should love each other. He's a fucking wackadoo. Right? And all of these stories and all of these discussions are on record here, WW. So they're not just here for my daughter. They're not just here for my daughter's friends and my family. They're here for everybody. So I don't just talk to my family about these situations. I don't just talk to coworkers and friends. I talk to everybody. Because I ain't afraid to have a fucking opinion. I ain't afraid to have a thought, an original thought. You get on Facebook, you get on social media, and nobody has an original thought. Those who have original thoughts are some fucking entity trying to jab their original thoughts down your fucking neck, right? People are reposting, sharing, commenting, but they don't have original thoughts anymore. You know what? Anybody who doesn't have an original thought on social media, in my friends list, their shit don't come through. I don't want to see reposts. I don't want to see shares. I don't want to see the stupid fucking shit they belong to, all right? Because that ain't me and it ain't them. I want to see them. Now, the people who show family photos and videos and are constantly talking about their life and sharing that's why I'm there. If you ain't doing that, I got you turned off, man. Because I don't care what your politics are. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care how you want to fucking, just watch fucking stupid memes and shit. Stop sharing memes. Stop sharing stupid videos, all right? That's why you're turned off, because you're an idiot. Whether you're my friend or not, you need to grow up, put down the idiot device, and move the fuck on. And then start thinking for yourself. And when you start thinking for yourself, you're going to start seeing all of the shit going on and how wrong it is. And if you don't see what's happening in this world right now as being wrong, especially in this country, like I said on Facebook and social media, you have evil in your heart. That's it. If you can look at people being rounded up off the streets just for going to work, right? Whether they're here legally or not, it don't fucking matter. There's such a thing as called human rights, and we're fucking it up. We're becoming those bad people. We're becoming that bad country. We're becoming SS and KGB and Nazis and all of the things that our country fought to defend against. We're going right back, and now we've become that. Now we've become that. I got to heat up my coffee and do this bong hit, and then we're going to talk about CHiPS and read some TV Guide before it's too late. I'll be right back. Alright, so yeah, Glass Houses, Billy Joel, appropriately today, the album of the day. Billy's Joel. So, let's see. CHiPS. CHiPS is the show of the week, the TV show of the week. Why? Because one of my favorite TV shows, they had a kind of an unusual moral compass on the show, but still it was overall a pretty decent show. My favorite part of the show was that it was filmed in Southern California, on Southern California freeways and Hollywood and Los Angeles streets and that stuff. Surrounding communities, Garden Grove, Glendale, that kind of stuff. It was a great California show. If you lived in California show at the time and you were watching, you were like, dude, I was just there. Look, there's KMET on the billboard, right? It was the shit. It was the awesome show. Hey, bong hit. All right, we're going in. It's close enough to something 20. There we go. Okay. So, CHiPS. there's this guy. There's this guy, you know. There's just this guy. He's on YouTube, and he does. He's a local Southern California resident, and uh-oh. Looks like my daughter's awake. She's got to get up so we can go to the DMZ, man. Okay, so we got CHiPS. Let's do locations. And I'm going to turn this on here so we can kind of give somebody waking up some privacy. And I'm going to go to, there's this guy in Southern California who goes to CHiPS locations, and is that him? 80s Live? I think it's 80s Live. Yeah. Alright, Karate. This is an episode that I just watched. And it's got Danny Bonaducci on it. Never been on Facebook ever. Good for you. You know, if you're not strong-minded and strong-willed enough, you don't need to be on those things, because they'll get in your head and rot your fucking brain. So I think all social media is like that. And I think all social media really should come with warnings. It really should. And you should be warned periodically. That's, you know what, too much of this bullshit. This is entertainment. It's not news. It's not reality. It has nothing to fucking do with reality, alright? It's fake bullshit. They're meant as entertainment and nothing more, right? It used to be, hey, these are your friends, contact your friends, get together, hang out, do this kind of stuff, have chats together. It's not that anymore, alright? It is... I have become death. It is horrible is what it is. And this is, we're going to just write in here, CHiPS. CHiPS. Oh, not Koopas. CHiPS. There we go. CHiPS. Location. Doc. Series. That's pretty much what this guy does. He goes through the episodes, he finds the locations, and then he takes us along as we go to these spots. He matches up video shots. He talks to us about the episode, what happened in the episode, how it was filmed, that kind of shit. It's a really cool show. And he's done so many CHiPS episodes. He also does other shows, but I'm really into the CHiPS ones. Yeah, see, there you go. Now, I'm not into YouTubing and chatting and stuff. I'm just not. I'm not into doing comments and chatting stuff in general. I'm not a social media guy like everyone else. I get on, I do what has to be done, and then I get off. It's a job for me. It's not it's not social. It's nothing social about it here on YouTube, really. Except this part, this little stuff that I get to do with irregulars and weirdos and stuff. That is the only social stuff that I get out of it. And then every once in a while, I'll get somebody watches a video and then leaves a comment, and then I get this little thing. Ooh, look, somebody left a comment, and I'll interact with them there. But I don't get a whole lot of that. I do a little bit of that on YouTube. When I do, I usually get a lot of feedback and a lot of blowback, because people are like, oh my god, he's got an original thought, I'm out of here, right? So I don't do a lot of that either. I try to just do YouTube and then go to Facebook, link my YouTube stuff there and say, hey, I'm on YouTube. That's pretty much it. With the reunion stuff, I've been kind of doing a little bit of that on YouTube and on Facebook. Every once in a while, I'll scream about something on Facebook and lose a bunch of friends. So, that's just the way it is. And that's alright. That's alright. So CHiPS, go, first of all, watch some episodes of CHiPS. You can get on YouTube, any streaming right now for free on Prime, which is where I watch it. I've got it all on DVD right here. This is the full series of DVDs here on the chippers. But right now I just stream it, so I keep up with the episodes and what I've seen, what I haven't seen, that kind of stuff. But check out this guy's show, the 80s Life channel, and look at the show from a different angle. It's really cool. Let's check out this TV guide here. This is from 1976. And let's go ahead and look at Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. And we're going to go check out Prime Time on a Tuesday. And the Tuesday is August 3rd, 1976, because this TV guide is July 31 through July 6, or August 6, pardon me. So Hollywood Squares at 7:30, my favorite one. Great cross section. Hollywood Squares, 1976. Burt Reynolds, Bill and Susan Hayes, Jonathan Winters, Ed McMahon, Karen Valentine, Roddy McDowell, Earl Holliman, Rosemary, and Paul Lynn. Wow. That's a great show right there. Burt Reynolds, Roddy McDowell. Burt Reynolds and Roddy McDowell going at it, right? Oh, man. That's great. That's great. All right, 8 o'clock, Prime Time, August 3rd, 1976. Happy Days. Drive-in owner Arnold wants Fonzie to be best man at his wedding, despite the infamous Fonzarelli curse. Oh no. He's already wrecked 2 marriages. No way. And this is still Pat Morita as Arnold. Before we get, what is it, Al Molinaro or Milano or Molinaro? Is that what it is? All right, at 8 o'clock, moving on. The show with Claude Akins and Frank Converse. And they're truck drivers cruising around the country, getting into trouble, doing stuff. Moving on. If you haven't seen that one, I think it's on Roku. Moving on. That was a great show. You could probably find it on pretty much any of those Tubi or Freevee or anything with an E at the end. Phonetically, that is. Let's see, War and Peace at 8:10, and then at 8:30, of course, Laverne and Shirley. Laverne becomes a police decoy to help nab a thief. And he robbed the girls already, so they really want to get him. I think at some point, yeah, this is the episode where we first meet the Officer Hughes, Bo Carparelli, or John Hughes, one of these cops here she meets, and then she's supposed to get engaged to one of these cops, right, later on in a subsequent episode. And she does. She falls in love with a cop, and then he dies. Or maybe it's a fireman. It's a cop or a fireman. But she falls in love with one of these guys, and then he actually gets killed in one of these episodes. And then we have to go through Shirley helping her to mourn her loss and move on. Also, opposite Laverne and Shirley, and they moved it to this spot here because it wasn't doing well against Happy Days. Good Times at 8:30. A TV movie from 1972, The Woman Hunter. At 9 o'clock, Olympic Highlights, Policewoman, MASH. At 9:30, a pilot comedy, Generation Gap. And Jerry Hauser, Liam Dunn, Bibi Besh, who went on to play Lilith on Cheers, Fraser Crane's wife, and then, of course, ex-wife, mother of his child. Anybody know the mother, or the name of the child between Fraser and Lilith? Anybody? It's totally television. At 10 o'clock, City of Angels crime drama, right? Wayne Rogers, right? He played Trapper John on MASH before he got the boot. The boot. Also at 10, Switch, Love American Style. At 10:20, Monty Python Circus, and 10:30, more Love American Style. We get into late night TV. Johnny Carson. Roy Clark is a guest host. Ooh, Roy Clark. Lightning Fingers himself. Totally. Tomorrow with Tom Snyder is on at 1. And that takes us into tomorrow. And let's check out this other TV guide here. This one here is from 1978. So 2 years later, we have, let's see what's on Tuesdays, what's changed. And what is still the same. All right, Hollywood Squares is still on 7:30 on Tuesday. And we got Meredith Baxter Burney, John Biner, Richard Crenna. Ooh, Richard Crenna, that's the, Richard Crenna. Okay, yeah. Jamie Farr, Lauren Green, Paul Lynn, Rita Moreno, Isabel Sandford, and Jonathan Winters. Wow. Heavy. Okay, so Happy Days is still on Tuesdays. Fonzie is a lone juror to believe his fellow biker is not guilty. Right? The movie Contract on Cherry Street, Frank Sinatra. Guide to Wine. Here's another pilot. We're doing summer pilots right now because all of the other shows are going hiatus, and then we're going to try out some new stuff. A knockout Navy officer, Deborah Ryan, tries to rehabilitate a motley crew of remedial sailors in shipshape. The name of the show. CBS. Okay. Lorenzo Lamas is in it. And pretty much nobody else. There you go. Let's see. At 8:30, Laverne and Shirley. No longer opposite, Good Times. They have left Good Times, is no longer around. So there you go. Laverne dreams that she and Shirley are in their 80s, still together, still unattached, and praying for a last chance at marriage. Aw, I love that show. One of my favorite shows. Let's see, comments, nothing. Okay, comments, nothing. Let's see, Three's Company at 9. Janet and Chrissy are visited by a girl who says she's looking for Jack because he's gotten her in trouble, and she's pregnant. And they're like, whoa. But it's his friend's girlfriend, wife. All right, Carter Country. Carter Country is a show that we saw on the Video Time Machine one week. I don't remember what week, what episode. You know what? I can find out. Let me find out what episode Video Time Machine Carter Country was on. And I just do this, and it would have been early on in the episode. It would have been before the 4th of July. Yes, before the 4th of July. Read all about it. Carter Country, episode 15, season 2. There you go. There you have it. Oh, pardon me, Carter Country. Check it out. It's got Mr. Edwards from Little House on the Prairie, right? I don't think William likes that show. But he also did Highway to Heaven with Michael Landon. Carter Country at 9:30. Of Race and Blood. Nazi Germans, Adolf Hitler. See, look, there's a documentary on Nazi Germany. There you go. How appropriate. A bunch of Love American Style. Soap is on at 11:30. weird show. That's right. It was a late night show, wasn't it? Didn't it start as a late night soap opera, and then I think later it moved to prime time and syndication or something. Johnny Carson, a 1976 show with Robert Blake, Burt Mustin, Marsha Mason, and track star Marty LaCourie. Also at 11:30, Police Story with Jackie Cooper. I bet he also directs that episode. Jackie Cooper, the little kid from the original 1930s movie The Champ, right? Wallace Beery. He was also one of the original Little Rascals, Jackie Cooper, and then became an accomplished director in Hollywood, especially on TV. But he did a bunch of movies. In my playlist, morning movie memory playlist, there's one of the movies that he's in. It's called The Day the Earth Moved. It's a great weird sci-fi movie. Check it out. All right, we got Late Night Soap, Return to Earth, Buzz Aldrin. Wow. He finds the man who accompanied Neil Armstrong to the lunar surface for some kind of TV movie. Cliff Robinson. Well, I don't know what I could do. Late Night Kojak, Tomorrow with Tom Snyder, Dick Grob, former security chief for Elvis Presley. Wow. That's great. Takes us into Wednesday, and that'll be tomorrow. All right, people, let's finish off this coffee and bong hits, and then I'm going to get dressed and get ready to go to the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles. Going in to get my real ID, and I'm going to go in just like this, all fuzzy-faced and everything. What are they going to do? Tell me, no, you got to shave. And I'm going to say, yeah, right. Right. What are we, Nazis, man? What are you, the KGB? Oh, that's right. It could happen. It could totally happen, man. I believe it. I totally believe it. No, really. I do. If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't believe it. But I'd have to believe it, because it would be believable. What? What the hell is he talking about? I think he knows about a bong head. Oh, yeah, you're telling me. You're telling me. So Totally Television Tuesday means to totally watch some television. I'm not talking about this new shit. Watch some old TV. We've talked about a lot of TV shows, man. So we got a lot of shit to watch, alright? The only real new TV that I watch is sometimes I get an episode of something that my wife wants to watch, and so we'll watch a little new TV, right? Nothing too weird, right? Because that would be like a push, right? Weird. It just wouldn't work. So it's got to be like old weird, and then I'm totally into it. I'm totally there, right? New weird, I don't understand. Probably because I've been out of it since I was, the 80s. I've just been out of it. I've been out of touch with what's going on in the world. And now I'm like, whoa, this ain't the 80s. Reverse Van Winkle, that's me. I fell asleep and woke up 40 years ago. So, things are weird. Nothing fits. Nothing seems right. Everything's a little askew. It's like I went to sleep and I woke up still the mindset of the 80s, but everything has really, really changed. I feel like Fry waking up in the future, right? Like Fry? I do. I don't fit. I don't enter the dragon's poop chute. Rip Torn. Is that a book? Is that a, what is that? Because I love some Rip Torn. Or is this just a quote from you? Please. Information. Rip Torn is awesome. One of my favorite people, right? He was a real big advocate for Native Americans, right? He helped get Leonard Crow Dog out of prison, the medicine man from Wounded Knee who was arrested and sent to federal prison. And he was there on his release and helped get him out. Never took any credit, you know. Dodgeball? Oh, Dodgeball. Okay. Yeah, Rip Torn is a great dude. Whether he was young or old, he was great shit. I'll watch him in animation stuff just to hear his voice, right? The Bee movie. He plays that General Bee. All right, you striping stem suckers. Drain those flowers. He throws wrenches at people in the film. I love it when he plays an old crotchety dude. God, he's just so fucking hilarious. Yeah. Good old Rip Torn. What a name. A fucking name like Rip Torn, right? Dude, that is just fucking awesome, right? That's just fucking awesome. Yeah. Let me go hear me now and talk about it later. Oh yeah. Elmore Raoul or Rual Torn Jr., better known as Rip. Wow, he died 6 years ago. That sucks. His career spanned 60 years. That's heavy, man. That is some heavy stuff. One of my favorite actors. Watching The Highwayman on mute is Highwayman. Is that a Willie Nelson movie? What's his face? Chris Christopherson? Yeah, I don't know. My brain takes me to places that I'm unable to follow. I like it when my brain follows me, but when I have to follow my brain, yeah. See, okay, I was right. Willie Nelson, Chris Christopherson, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash. I remember that. In fact, I think recently I saw one of those concerts. I think it was the Australian tour one. I don't know. Once again, I keep trying to follow my mind. I need to just let it catch up with my thoughts. And then if I don't think about stuff, then stuff comes naturally. Good old Rip Torn. Nominated Best Supporting in Cross Creek, 1983. Yep. Oh, that's right. He was on the Larry Sanders Show. Well, I got me a dog. Hey, Sam. Come here. Come here. Come say good morning. Come here. Come on. You don't want to come up? What about you, Tootsie? You want to come up? Tootsie, Tootsie. You don't, nobody wants to come up. They're wondering what everybody else is doing in the house. Hey. Live at Nassau Coliseum, 1990. Right on. Yeah, I seem to recall watching something. It was either a documentary or it was a concert, but I believe it was in Australia. I keep wanting to say Australia. I don't know why. I got a thing for Aussies. Aussie. There you go. So, as I have stated, yeah, all the great songs on those Highwaymen. they really knock it out of the park. I'm just about ready to sit down and watch The Last Waltz with the band, the docu concert thing. I believe it was directed by one of those guys, Martin Scorsese, right? So I really want to check that out. I've got the soundtrack, but I really want to check it out, you know. The Highwaymen song, right on. I'm going to have to write this down, because now I'm going to have to check out the Highwaymen. Maybe I can find a trailer, because it's right on the cusp, right? 1990 is like right there. Right there. Let's see if I can find a trailer. That'd be great. Or maybe I can find it and upload it onto my hard drive here and check it out. Yeah, totally. So tomorrow we're going to listen to an episode of Inner Sanctum, the Inner Sanctum Mysteries. Today at 4, the film is Mental Hospital. And it is a 1947, I think, a 1940s visit to a mental hospital through the eyes of a patient, right? And it's just a fictional story, you know. Oh my God, I'm never going to come out alive. They're going to think I'm crazy. Gosh, that was the best thing I could have done, right? And it's just like a big PSA for the booby hatch. But I kind of thought it was appropriate the way things are going in this country. I must be crazy, I'm homeless. And then tomorrow at 4 o'clock, the movie is a show about the surrender at Appomattox, where they signed the end of the Civil War. And it's narrated by Hal Holbrook. And I really dig Hal Holbrook. He does a great Mark Twain, An Evening with Mark Twain. I believe I have that LP somewhere, but if you get a chance, check it out. Clapton, the band, Joni, I would assume he means Joni Mitchell, Neil Young, Neil Diamond, Muddy Waters, Van Morrison. That would be the band, yeah. Weren't there some others in there? It seems like that's pretty thin. Or maybe I'm thinking of another group. Another super group, right? I don't know, man. There were like so many super groups, you know. And you didn't even know it until later. I was like, wow, dude, it was a super group. Blind Faith, right? Great supergroup. Totally, eh? I mean, like, what, eh? You know? Take off your hoser. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. But if you don't, then you don't. Now you're going to find out if you don't know. You're going to find out. You just got to go. Go to your public library, eh? Because they know. They do. So go, eh? Just go there. Go. Just do it. Just do it, eh? Just go to your library and just learn, eh? Okay. On the Road with Charles Kuralt. Yeah, I love that show. Charles Kuralt was one of my favorite people. Didn't he do Sunday Morning? One of the first Sunday Morning guys? I love Charles Kuralt. And then we got another... Didn't we get another Charles? Or was it Charles Kuralt? Was he the one that played the piano and did little songs on the piano on Sunday Morning? Yeah, that was a great fucking show. I remember On the Road. There were lots of guys like that back then. Back in the day, we had some great character counts. Guys, people would make us look inside at who we were and how that reflected outward. And we don't get too many guys like that. And we get people who want you to look at them and go, ooh, wow, I want to be just like that. But there's nothing there. There's no substance. You know, thank you, WW. Charles Osgood, that was it. Charles Osgood, another one. That's another one of my favorites. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name, but was that the one that used to play the piano, Charles Osgood? And he would write cool little things about whatever the story was, and he'd give you a little song about it. I'm glad that they continued it. Yeah, the piano man with Jane Pauley. I'll have to put some more early Jane Pauley on the video time machine, because man, was she young when she got into the news, right? And let me find some early Charles Kuralt and Charles Osgood. Those two Charleses, yeah, Kuralt and Osgood. Two of my favorite guys from back then. Studs Terkel. Studs Terkel. Oh wow. See, now you're talking about stuff. Terkel. Terkel. Woohoo. Totally. See, I love this. This is great, man. This is why I love this interactive time travel, dude. Totally. I'm totally going to try to find as much of today's content in some kind of little bits and bobbles to put into the time machine, because this is great stuff. This is Gore Vidal. Gore Vidal's Billy the Kid with Val Kilmer. Oh man, what a weird... He just had this funny voice, and who'd have ever thought that you could do Billy the Kid? Sounded like a weird dude. He was like channeling, wasn't he like channeling Brando or something? Quit chucking that ball, dude. Right? What was that movie? Bubber, come on, Bubber. Get on over here, Bubber. Yeah. Norman Mailer. This is awesome. Yeah, baby. Norman Mailer. What about Norman FedEx, right? The FedExer. Gore Vidal, and Billy the Kid. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Gore Vidal's Billy the Kid is fucking awesome. Did you know Gore Vidal and President Al Gore were actually related? Because Gore Vidal, he went by, his first name was Vidal, and they went by where they put the first name last name first. So he was Gore Vidal, right? Check it out. Heavy shit. Little fun fact for you. Or is it? Am I just pulling your leg? My daughter would have to look it up. Nuh-uh. You're just fucking with me. Oh my god, no way. Yeah, they had some great interviews back then, even though it was really difficult for a lot of these just guys to just speak their mind on TV and get away with it, because, oh my god, did he say that? But, I mean, it's like nowadays, everybody's performing. Charlie Rose. Right, Charlie Rose. I used to watch some Charlie Rose. That was some great stuff. He got old and kind of political, and you know, that happens when you get old, you know. I got a right to vote and drive, and you know, old people get crazy. As far as I'm concerned, once you get to a certain age, you need to be checked out before you should be allowed to do anything, right? Because, man, there are some people out there who should not be driving. And some of these old fuckers shouldn't even be voting anymore. They're out of it, you know. They're voting with fucking old craziness. Tavis Smiley. I remember Tavis Smiley too. Man, you were just knocking it out of the park today. Dude. I'm telling you. Yep. All right, I don't want to seem too desperate, but there are people that I miss not coming by the show. People who have come by recently. Joey was here the other day, last week. But there are a couple of people from my first, second, third season who haven't been by in a while. So I'm going to see if I can go after some of those people and see what they're up to. There we go. People who have been lost in the ether. I used to be great interview shows with William F. Buckley show. The W.F. Buckley show. Totally, man. Let's see. We had some weird channels out here that had some weird shows, right? Because when you get close to the big cities used to have their own it's weird channels, you know, channel 52 and 56 and 87 and that kind of shit. So we used to have some weird shows. Remember that one guy, the big mouth, Morton Downey Jr. He was a riot, man. A lot of people remember Imus back when Imus was on radio, and then he was on TV in various forms all throughout the years. Just bizarre shows. But Morton Downey Jr. There's also that other guy. I'm sure William will clue me in. He had a face and a mouth, and he would just scream, right? Smoking cigarettes, and just scream at people. God, what the hell was his name? Meet the Press, kind of, right? Oh shit, what was that guy's name? I don't know. William, WW, let's pick this up again tomorrow. Because I have to get ready to go to the Department of Motor Vehicles. Because it's, you know, it's CHiPS Day. So where do you go when you're doing CHiPS? I'm going to drive right by the Highway Patrol and go to the Department of Motor Vehicles. That's awesome. That's totally CHiPS. I want to go to Los Angeles and go to the original CHiPS station where they filmed and get a photo. I keep telling my wife and daughter, look, there it is. Look, I'm going to stop. Someday we're going to stop. I'm going to pull over there, and I'm going to very politely walk in and ask, could I please take a photo of the sign and get a selfie? And is there a Highway Patrol officer that will do a selfie with me, please? Please. Crossfire. There's another good one. Yeah. I was just a huge CHiPS fan my entire life. Well, the entire run of this show. I still watch it. I love it. Totally. Every day I still watch it, actually. Right now we're watching it. I think we picked it up in season 3 or 4. I know Bonnie's there, Randy Oakes. So Tim Russert. Wow, there's one. See, you watched a lot of weird shit too. Totally. Now, russet potatoes. All right, WW, I got to take off. I got to go get dressed and get ready to get out of here and head on over to the next town over. So, yeah. If you're around tomorrow, Old Time Radio Wednesday, and we're going to talk some more stuff. I'm going to try to dig up a good episode of Inner Sanctum. I think the colorblind formula sounded appropriate. Awesome. I watched a lot of TV in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. My best friend. It's what I had. It's who I had. So I did a lot of that. After a while, Crocodile, you take care of yourself and take care of each other out there. And that goes without saying. But as always, you know, be kind to each other. Spread peace and love, not bullshit. All right? Do something for yourself, but do something for somebody else too. Why? Because you can, and it makes you feel good. You take care of yourself. Yeah, I don't want that. I see now. I have to turn this off, and I have the volume on the internet here that has my show on it, so I have to get rid of that. Pardon my faux pas, but we would have had to listen to myself talking over myself. Alright, people, hasta la vista, baby. You take care of yourself. You know what to do. Most especially take care of each other, because that's important. And stay weird, because if you ain't weird, ain't nobody gonna be weird for you. Alright, people, adios. You know what I mean? Adios. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Take care of each other. Bye. Love you guys.